Hello and welcome. My name is Elaine Mack and today we're creating your very own Instagram carousel. For the most part, one of the things that you need to note when it comes to a Instagram post is understanding the dimensions when it comes to a relevant post against your Instagram carousel. So for this, we need to note that the dimensions set for an Instagram post is 1080 by 1080 pixels for each artboard. For this project, we have 4. But feel free to add more or potentially less depending on how much information you're going to carry through your Instagram carousel. So let's get stuck into it. As you can see, the Instagram carousel project that we have here, all of the artboards are not aligned in terms of how we want to utilize them for our work. So to begin this, we need to basically head over to our artboards, which you can see on my project, but it might be different to yours, on the right hand side here, and you'd see that on the right hand side there's a menu for you to select. You want to head over to rearrange all artboards. From this section, you can see that spacing has been automatically selected. This is the spacing in between the actual artboards, which we want to make sure is 0. So let's apply 0 pixels in between that. And you may note that it may be different on yours, but you need to make sure that you arrange it by the rows, so from left to right. And then hit OK. And then you can see that all of the artboards have been basically prioritized from left to right. This will help aid you in understanding your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, or depending on how many artboards that you may want, which was referenced at the beginning. But for this part, let's start getting a background added to your Instagram carousel so that you can start applying layers on top of it. But to begin this, one of the things that I also like to do and obviously advise people that are utilizing Adobe Illustrator is applying a ruler, which you can do so on your MacBook Pro or any Mac product by hitting Command R. I believe it's the same when it comes to Windows products, but this allows us to, or rather aids us to utilize rulers to obviously help us create and align certain graphics with regards to our design. But this is just a good rule of thumb when it comes to trying to work with some of the artboards that you may want. So for this part, we want to try and make sure that we create a background with regards to some of the work that we're going to apply on top. To do so, let's head over to our rectangle tool. And you may just want to create one. It may not typically be right, but obviously as referenced at the beginning, we'll be trying to make sure that obviously it fits the dimensions of our artboards to begin with. So as you can see here, we got our background, which has been set. And obviously just to make sure that it is correct, we got 1080 by the height and obviously 4320 pixels going all the way down the actual Instagram carousel. Now, I'm obviously going to mute myself here and obviously get to some work, but obviously I'll be trying to add some custom designs with regards to this, but obviously this is your opportunity to add any graphics or text to try and aid you with regards to your own individual Instagram carousel. Feel free to obviously apply any graphics or text that can overlay into other artboards themselves and just be as creative as you want to try and aid you with regards to your design. And there you have it, a fairly simplistic but effective Instagram carousel for you to use. The last thing that you should do to make sure that you export the artwork in the correct way is to head up to File, Export, Export As, and for this part we'll basically make sure that the format is JPEG, and we want to select Use Artboards, select Range, which is 1 to 4, but you could also hit 1 to 3 depending on how many artboards if you're coming back to work on additional artboards or trying to tweak them out, and then hit Export. With that done, you should be able to have each individual artboard for you to export to your phone, or if you want to do it on your web browser, to basically add into your Instagram carousel. From here, you have all the fundamentals with regards to creating your very own Instagram carousel. If you value this video and you found it insightful in any given way, please hit the like button as it does help support the algorithm and obviously makes me aware that you found value within this video in particular. And I'll see you in the next one.